Yeah. So that's how you said it. Oh no, I'm the opposite. I heard it said first. Okay, we are live. Welcome to Monster Hunter. We're getting right into the quest. I just have to make Kuulsti's Fugi a little bigger. Hello everyone. It's a very special Monday because we're all exhausted. I just had a tattoo appointment. Auntie is doing a wedding planning thing. We're just kind of fittingly talking about the movie The Drama, which has a recommendation from Siska, but only go to watch it with a significant other if you feel very confident in your relationship. Yeah, if you feel confident, you know. Oh God, you know what? God, can you imagine? I could never have that. I could never have that kind of backbone in a relationship. I think. Well, one of my many relationship issues is that I don't like fighting. I'm not argumentative. If I have a partner, I don't want to be fighting them because I'm already fighting like everyone. I guess. I guess that's my skill issue. That's my skill issue, everyone. Surprisingly, I'm not argumentative enough. And be adult about it. Maybe. I think my main issue. Okay. I guess it's one of those streams. We're just talking some real deep shit right out the gate. Okay, check this out. I'm not very good at putting my feelings into words. I'm very good at putting concepts into words. That's my strength. That's why I'm very eloquent. I have never spent a lot of time analyzing why I feel the way I do. I recently found out that, or I recently noticed that I love speaking in analogies because I feel like if I don't get the exact words for the kind of concept or feeling I'm trying to describe, I will just compare it to something else. That being said, my past relationships, people have just lost patience with me because they've been like, well, if you're so upset, just tell me why. And I'm like, I literally can't. And every time there's like an argument, somebody's like, hey, I don't like the way you do this. I feel really guilty about it because that's another one of my weaknesses. I feel guilty about everything. If there's one way to motivate me to do something, it's to make me feel guilt about it. This week I noticed that I keep wearing masks outside, even though no one here in Germany is doing it still, and people ask me all the time, like, hey, why are you still masked up? And I'm like, I feel guilty when I don't wear it. Because I feel like I'm not responsible enough. Another thing, that's a great question. That's a great answer. Another response I've been thinking about is being like, yeah, well, because my face is $30 on OnlyFans. With all my tats lately, I've been thinking about getting an OnlyFans just so you have a place to show them off. Well, here's the thing. Here's my third weakness. I have very low confidence. Just in general. If you tell me I can't do something, I will probably be like, oh, you're probably right. And then I will do it anyway and be like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Kuulsti, what you have to understand is that I'm not like half as emotionally mature as you are. And you can say all these things which are true and would be very good solutions to my problems, but I don't think I can actually internalize any of them. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah, I should write down Kuulsti's wisdoms. So yeah, that's my part of the segment done. That's my part of me getting right in the fields at the front of the stream. Yeah. Oh no, they're bangers. I call them ballast. That's another B word. Just another B word. Oh, I didn't say this up front, but if you have them somewhere stashed away in your camp, Basarius is weak to water. That is, he's not. Oh shoot! We didn't even have to. We didn't even have to lure anyone anywhere. Volvodon just came around. By the way, Volvode is most likely a reference to the word voivode, which is a type of which in the Slavic language sphere is a type of baron. And then you also have reference to volcanoes, since this, is like a fire type beast. So burnt beastie. I had a terrible dream where they released a very realistic version of Pokemon, where all the Pokemon had been replaced with like biologically accurate versions of themselves, and I caught a very beautiful looking blue, what's it called, Bulbasaur, and I called him Bluey. Only then he evolved into like a red thing. and then my brother came over, watched me playing the Switch, was like, "What the fuck? I thought he was blue." And I bet there's some Americans out there who feel that way, like, oh, political jokes. You get them here. Granted, in Germany you might also get someone being like that. Only that it has like opposite political connotations. Getting hit by a car. Do I have the goods? Sure do. So, Kuulsti, you're leaving maternity leave next week, aren't you? You're already back to work? Well, yeah, that was gonna be our next question. Ugh. That's just the bitch of the world we live in. Oh, just down here, huh? I was back to work from my extended sick leave for a week, and then a day, and then last week suddenly I got very sick. I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a mix of having a very compromised immune system from being inside so long, from having a new nose, and also like a metabolism thing from, going from no exercise, sitting around a lot, to cycling to work, moving around at work a lot, and all that. I texted my my manager today being like, hey, since I'm gonna be back to work tomorrow, I want to ask if we are allowed to have painkillers at our desk. And he was like, And that's all he said. Fucker just ghosted me. Anyway, I've been considering the idea that I might be laid off tomorrow for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. I have that thought like about once a month. Again, I constantly feel guilty about something. That's okay, cause I've got no self-esteem. Yeah. Constantly I'm like, oh no, what if they finally found out that I'm actually completely useless? My manager once told me that that's completely fine, and I guess him ghosting me doesn't actually mean anything, because sometimes Gen Z guys just do that. What? That almost sounds bitter, Kuulsti. I like my manager. Like, he's the one who helped me identify my imposter syndrome as imposter syndrome, because he deals with it himself. As far as there's something like a good guy, I'd say he's, quote, one of the good ones, unquote. You know, not quite as good as Enter, but he's good. I probably wouldn't have stayed at the job as long as I have without him. And he says the same about me, so... Yeah. If I'm about to lose my job tomorrow, I know he's not the reason. It's IT too, so these guys usually have pretty bad body odor too, don't they? So I'm just imagining a walking public bathroom walks up to you and says, "Oh, what'd you learn how to code?" And before you pass out from the stench, you just quickly tell them, "Oh, by the way, I fixed something in your code yesterday." He was like, "Oh, did you?" Fucker. Ding, 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 ding. I really am just stabbing this rock with a butter knife, aren't I? Oh, he really is exploding over there. Can you imagine being such a simple... Can you imagine being such a simple creature? That all it takes is a clap. Yup. I'm just imagining them like pogging and pointing at me like, "Oh my god, he's at it again, look!" Marvelous. Oh. They're full of gas. Taps the top of the potato. this little guy can fit so much gas at him. Yeah. No, not much else you could do at that age. It's rough out there. If there were, that'd be great. I've recently seen a video about a mom dealing with her child who just suddenly stops breathing and doesn't start breathing again. Because sometimes babies will just get so frustrated that they stop breathing. And they become like blue and pale and they get really cold, and then like the shot was stitched with a doctor who then said, yeah, either they just stop and everything's fine, or they pass out and their natural breathing just kicks in again. And they're fine. But like, it's never great to watch as a parent. And I went to the comments being like, wow, I have a lot of respect for the mom in this scenario, because she stayed very calm. I don't know if I could have stayed calm in that moment. And I actually got a lot of people agreeing with me, and then I also got, because this is YouTube, I got 2 people telling me that I'm a child murderer. So, you know. Oh yeah, you can't stay calm, huh? Good thing you don't have children. Sorry, I'm just doing a Seto Kaiba voice. It's on my mind. You'll never be a real mom, Yugi. I just have to laugh at it. Another fun comment interaction I had on YouTube was that I was watching a YouTube video, a D&D video, and he was explaining like this concept that a couple of Redditors came up with called knife theory, and I was like, I know knife theory, that's just Chekhov's fucking gun. And then he actually responded to my stupid comment being like, well, just to clarify, these are very different things. Like, they're actually at the core the opposite of one another. So naturally, like the sane person I am, just kidding, I responded saying, thanks for responding and all that, but I still disagree. And that was it. That was how I left that. And I feel like, do I have to get in fights? And I feel lately, yeah, actually, I do respect myself that much. I feel like I do have a point worth defending. Actually, no, I'm not the bigger person. You have to die. And maybe this will lead to me finally having confidence. Maybe I'll just become insufferable. But is it really so bad? I mean, what's the worst thing people are gonna say? That I'm annoying? I mean, according to some men on the internet, the worst thing a woman can be is annoying, you know? That's worse than, like, being a sex offender and shit. In some cases. I think last time we talked about how Chapel Roan was being cancelled about something somebody did in her vicinity that she had nothing to do with. And then again, just men out there get away with doing whatever the fuck they want, really. And it doesn't even affect their career in the slightest. Unbelievable. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Just like they shouldn't be allowed to heal. Hang on, where's my juice? Kuulsti! You died! Are you okay? Yeah, he blasted you. He blasted you like you were a sausage on the griddle. He turned you to bratwurst. What did you say? Oh. Kusa's going through it while she's also cutting in and out of the Discord call. That's how he knows something's going wrong. Oh, don't worry about it. Right, and he just moves on. Honey. That's not how the song goes. Sugar. Do, 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 do. Yeehaw! Eat shit, Basarius. Alright, never mind. Hey, mother trucker. Oopsie. I love and I hate just every time your character gets paralyzed that their ass is just sticking out like that. I mean, good, like, you can see your developer spent a lot of time modeling that ass, but like, why do you have to do me like that? This... So true. Oh, we got a Baroth? We get an anteater? In lieu of ante? Whee! Alright. Still kicking. Oh, he's doing it. He's gotta be done eventually. Why does he have so much health? The bastard. Unbelievable. Double yell? No, get paralyzed. Alright. Let's see if I get punished. Yep. That was quick. I'm gonna restock. Hang on, where's my cat? Oh, right by the window. Oh no, Buggy is not a lab cat ever since I started playing Dark Souls. Let me check in on her, she looks weird. Yeah, coincidentally, she was just lying there ass up. Very suspicious. On the windowsill. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, what did she do? Please tell me she's still alive. Maybe that's like my fourth weakness. I'm a fatalist. I always see the worst outcome. Ugh. Yeah, I guess. If only it was actually helpful. You discovered a suitable location for a sub-camp. Holy moly, I've never been here, have I? And down the chasm again? Alright. Oinky sploinky. Yeah, motherfucker. Ugh. Ow! That's what I get. That's what I get. For my hubris. Time to snell up. Delicious snail fumes. You did. Very good. Do you think he's angry at us? Oh, there he goes. Hey! It was bound to happen to me eventually. Yeah, so blue, Beastie. Da-da-da. Alley up. Yes. Oink. Pookie, pookie. So blue. He's blue! Let's get him! Ow! That's what I get. Get over here. Ha ha! Eat shit. Absolutely eat shit. Ah, yeesh. Yep. Sea salt! Oh, sorry. Antir! We need you, Antir! Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright. I'm gonna queue up the next quest. You can start preparing. Pukey. Weak to thunder, if I remember correctly. And we're out. Oh, I don't have the money. Unbelievable. Oh, gosh. Da-da-da-da. We can have we can have double the paralyzed today. Oh well. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. I love wearing clip-ons. I just wish they didn't cut off circulation to my earlobes. Alright. You wanna go look for the fox? Alright. I think we can do a short stream today. I'm not. I'm old. I feel old. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. We got a three-way fight. That's right. Yeehaw. Eep. Oh, shoot. Oh, he's got one out for me. Monsieur le Puke. Ha! Well, if you and Pukey think so. Must be true then. He hit me with his Kool-Aid. And he's gone. All right. Eh. Come and go, you come and go. What is that song even about? Ow! Hate when a guy gets his goop on me. Whee! Ah! Eep! Oh shit, he's really doing it. Hang on. I've got a little something just for cases like this. Oh, flashbangs are under war crime, I think. And there's the tail. Don't carve it! Don't carve it now! Abort! Abort! Alright. Where's my anti-goop? Zing! Ah! He vomits on you, then he goes in with tongue. This guy has no manners! And now, we carve the spoils. I just got a carapace? For my troubles? Unbelievable. Never a bad idea. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. How many times did you have to say that in your life, Kuulsti? Oh, true, true. You've got two little guys. Ah, I think he might be angry at us. No, no. You both currently have long hair, don't you? Oh, man. The price of looking cute. I found out for myself that I'm probably never gonna have longer hair than shoulder length because that's like the most I can be bothered with. I knew back when I was like a teenager, I wanted to have hair that went all the way down to my butt. But like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine the work? Exactly. I would have more split ends than non-split ends. I would have more split ends than friends. Let's get him. Yeah, exactly. Get him! Get wrecked. Yeah, because this guy wasn't covered in like rock. And he wasn't exploding every other minute. Alright, one more mom. Absolutely. Once this is over, I'm gonna take a bath. And I don't know what I'm going to listen to. I've been looking for apps where I can download audiobooks, and I have... My e-reading app does have that feature, but in the shop I can only get German audiobooks, and that's just not what I'm looking for right now. I know that Mark-Uwe Kling released a new part for the Kangaroo series. But I feel like I kind of aged out of that. I don't know. Okay, Bishaten. It was very influential on me when I was a teenager. You know, back when I did want to have hair all the way down to my butt. Oh, I'll look into it. That guy has been busy. He's been like collaborating a lot with lots of German authors and artists and stuff. It's good. The guy's branching out. I'm proud of him. I was there since the beginning. But quest is posted. I haven't eaten yet. You know what I think also helped? Is that I was also using a paralyzed weapon. But let me just check for B-shot then. No. Yes. Yes. Tell me about monkey. So, surprisingly, fire and ice. I'll look into it. I don't have enough money. Wow. I recently bought a book for Fanny, which is the one I already finished this year. That was the one I finished in one week. It's called The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, and I recommend the book to her, saying, "Yeah, this author is like the favorite author of George R. R. Martin." And she was like, "Who's George R. R. Martin?" I was like, "Oh, no, it's fine. It's like not her sphere." I feel like the most fantasy she's read was The Priory of the Orange Tree, and she only read that because it has lesbians in it. The last time I bought her a book like that I specifically recommended to her was The Midnight Circus by Aaron Morgenstern, which one of my favorites. It helped me through a very weird time in my life, which I can honestly say about all of her books that I've read. But yeah, and that's not even like fantasy. It's like gothic, postmodern fantasy. Anyway, big recommend. Oh, hi Jeff. I'm an OBS, so I don't know when you posted that, but I'm gonna say hi. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. I've webbed. I've webbed. Hmm. Right, what can I sell you, little man? So that I can finally have money again. Steel eggy. Eggy. Defender ticket. They're not worth anything! You're not worth anything! No! I could probably use those Dango tickets instead of spending money every time. You just missed the author's name. Hang on, I'm gonna post it. I always want to say Morgenstein, but that's not a word. It's Morgenstern. You know, like a morning star. The other one is The Devils. The Devils is mwah, mwah. Now, surprisingly, Erin Morgenstern is like if she's not a queer author, then I know she's a queer friendly author, because the second book that I read of her called Sunless Sea does have some gay shit in it. Surprisingly, Joe Abercrombie, who's just like a dark fantasy dude, bro, from England, as far as I know, he has a lot of queer friendly themes in his books, which I'm really grateful for. I think I talked about it on stream that The Devils has some doomed Yuri in it, which really pulled me in. It hit me at a dark time in my life. I was vulnerable. I'm selling all of my Mizutsune parts. Because they're low rank, I think. Because they're low rank and I need the money! And I already have the full armor set. Hey, of course, Jeff! If you feel like making recommendations, my bookshelf is getting fuller and fuller and my TBR is even longer, but I'll happily add things to it. Eventually, I reckon I'm gonna be tired of video games. I'm very proud of me because I've been playing, I have been playing very little lately. Because I've been going outside. Alright. Are you ready, Kuulsti? day I started reading, I think this is Joe Abercrombie's like first published series called The First Law. It's really good. Like, Joe Abercrombie has a kind of authorial voice that I can immediately get into because it's like very dry, very sarcastic, very, very dark, and just so funny. He's fucking hilarious. I was sitting there on the chair in the tattoo parlor having needles stuck into me, and I was just like giggling to myself because the passage was so funny. You could do what I did. I quit computer games for 3 years to learn the piano. Similar skills, more rewarding. Oh shit, that's good. I want to get into singing. The thing with singing is you can't get a digital voice box that you can silence for everyone else and just use headphones like you can do with the piano. But Funny does have a digital keyboard, and I might just abuse that. Sounds perfect. Who are we fighting? Oh, yes. The monkey. Monkey. Do you have a stink mink? Do I have one? No, but I do have 2 cobras. Snacks. If I'm counting all the snacks on my body, I have 6. 6 serpents. Oops. Kia. I suppose maybe I should look up where I can find a stink mink. Or maybe I can just get distracted again. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old monkey? Alright. I should get my flashbangs out. Which are not a war crime. Oh, blast! No, he dive bombed into me. Yeah, eat shit. Sekiro. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And then his friend comes along and she does the same thing. Oof. Thanks, Snap 'em. You followed your name and you snapped me out of it. Take the bite of your own medicine, dumbass. Pukey! Get him, Kuulsti! Yeah! What? I was at the botanical garden yesterday and I saw a young couple who looked kind of alternative walk past I think 2 flower beds which had like labels on them, and they were giggling to themselves. So I walked over to see what they were giggling at, and one said asexual production. I was like, and the second one said, what was it? Switch production? I'm like, damn, Plaid, I didn't know you played that way. I'm gonna go back to camp real quick. Ah, I'm in combat! Shakus! Ah! It's the price I pay for my own hubris. That's my 5th bad quality. Hubris. Sometimes I will just do things being like, and if gods will strike me down, so shall he. And then guess what? God strikes me the fuck down. And I'm like, oh, how could this happen? Oh, I wonder how, bitch. Surely these concerts won't quince. Got nowhere to run. Is that how it goes? Oh. Oh, damn. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Wow. He's got the paralysis fruit. Our Kuulsti, as we call her. What? Now you're at my mercy, you big bird. Oh, ah. I think he might be angry. I think he might be a tad cross with me. I think you might have had it. I thought you might be full of it. True. No. 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 Yeah. Eep. Bah! You're getting a lot of Siska noises tonight. Oh, you. True. The curse of Greek gods, says Jeff. Synesthesia is when your five senses intersect with each other, and you can hear smells and smell colors and stuff. Jeff says the curse of the Greek gods. Oh, cool! The gods are aware of me. Oh shit! The gods are aware of me. It's me. It's me. I always talk mad shit and then I get mad hit. Ugh. I have good news. I have great news even. Buggy is completely melted on my window, so she's like a puddle. Yeah. She's got her moments. I was trying to sleep a week ago and she just crawled up to me in bed and started licking my elbow. And I was like, what are you doing? Why my elbow? Oh. Back with my ex in Ireland, if I really want to piss her off, I would just kiss her in a place that she found annoying. Like I would kiss her on her eye or her ear or her nose. Being like, I love all those parts of you. And she's like, I hate you. That's what I get. That's what I bet for being free and quirky. Mind you, it's not even because I was smudging her makeup, because she usually didn't wear makeup. Alright, B-Shot-10. Hell yeah, Kuulsti, get on it! I can't wait to meet the potatoes. Although I'm afraid I might really freak them out, because historically babies have always been really freaked out by me. I think it's because I don't really smile. And they're like, oh no. Let's see what happens, yeah. I've also had colleagues bring in their toddlers, and this one time, as my colleague was trying to leave because he was actually on his day off, he just brought his kid in to see the place where he works. He took me by the hand and said, all right, now let's come. Now you come with us. I'm like, no, I can't. I want to, but I can't. I'd love to just play, I don't know, Mario Kart with like a toddler for 6 hours instead of going to work every day, but you know. Life is life. Oh yeah. It feels like a very culturally very German song. I don't know if it is by a German band or a Germanophone band. Like maybe they're from Austria or something. Oh, Bavarian. No, I'm kidding. We Germans like to act like Bavarians aren't part of us, and I think Bavarians sometimes like to play into that joke as well. But really, culture. Damn those Prussians. No, I think Bavarians, obviously, in terms of economy, in terms of cultural impact, but also like in terms of population, Germany is a lot more Bavarian by volume than, say, Brandenburgian or Salian. Not, maybe even Westphalian, even though there's more Westphalians than there are Bavarians. But like, do Westphalians even have an identity as strong as Bavaria does? I don't know. Okay. Where's that? But I think it's good that you like rediscovered something that used to be important to you and then it became important to you again. That's right, monkey. Monkey see, monkey don't. Ha ha! Just so we're clear. There's like addresses in Bielefeld. There's like businesses who are situated there, but the place itself doesn't actually exist. Like if you if you look at the area code, it's actually just like a like an empty field outside Erfurt or something. It's like an abandoned airport. All right, cool stuff. What did we learn today? Yeah, so EP, I learned that even if I'm not gonna be good at it, I could look into playing the piano and it will probably enrich me as a person. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching, listening, and playing with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.